told me to choose him or the baby. I chose my daughter. He walked out. That was his mistake. Because Han Jae-sung had no idea who I really was, or what I was capable of. My name is Nia Carter, and this is the story of how a waitress from Chicago became the most dangerous woman in Seoul. All because I loved my child more than I feared him. I met Jae-sung 3 years ago. He owned the restaurant where I worked, upscale Korean place in downtown Chicago. I was a server. He was complicated, rich, connected, untouchable. I knew he was dangerous. Everyone did. But he looked at me like I mattered, and I fell for it. Hard. We kept it secret for months. His world didn't mix with mine. Black waitress from the South Side? Powerful Korean businessman? It wasn't supposed to work, but it did. Until I got pregnant. I told him in his office, after closing, just us. I'm keeping her. He didn't ask if I was sure, didn't ask if it was his. He knew. This complicates things. I know. My family won't accept this. I'm not asking them to. He looked at me, really looked. What do you want from me? Nothing you can't give. That's not an answer. I want you to be her father, that's it. He was quiet for a long time. I'll take care of you, both of you, but I can't claim her publicly. Why not? My family has expectations. Of what? Who I marry, who carries my heir. So what am I? Someone I care about. Not love, care about. That should have been my first clue. I had Lila in March. Beautiful, perfect, mine. Jae-sung came to the hospital, held her for 10 minutes, then left. His family never came. For 6 months, he supported us. Money in my account every week. But he didn't visit much. Always busy. Always somewhere else. I told myself it was fine. I had Lila. That was enough. Then everything changed. Jae-sung showed up at my apartment one night, unannounced, desperate. Pack a bag, now. What's happening? My father found out about Lila. My blood went cold. And? He wants to see her. Why? Just pack. He drove us to a mansion outside the city, guards everywhere. Inside, an old Korean man sat in a wheelchair, Jae-sung's father. He looked at Lila for a long time, then said something in Korean. Jae-sung's face went white. What did he say? I asked. He wants a DNA test. Why? To verify she's mine. You know she is. It's not about what I know, it's about what the family accepts. They took a sample right there. From Lila. She cried. I held her. His father watched. Then he said something else. Jae-sung nodded. We left. What else did he say? If she's mine, she's in danger. From who? Everyone. Subscribe if you believe children should never pay for their parents' choices, because this gets so much worse. The DNA test came back positive, obviously, but that's when things got complicated. Jae-sung came over 3 days later. Different. Cold. We need to talk. About what? My family wants me to marry someone. Who? Minji. Korean. Connected. Approved. I felt something break inside. What about us? There is no us. There never was. What about Lila? I'll support her, but I can't claim her. You already did. DNA test, remember? That was for my father, not for the family. What's the difference? My father is dying. The family is forever. So what are you saying? I'm saying goodbye. Just like that? It's better this way. For who? For everyone. I looked at Lila sleeping in her crib. She's your daughter. I know. Then act like it. I can't. You mean you won't? He stood up. I'll make sure you're taken care of financially. I don't want your money. Then what do you want? I want you to choose her, choose us. I can't do that. Why not? Because she's not the heir. Everything stopped. What? Minji is pregnant. due in 3 months. That child will be the legitimate heir. And Lila will be comfortable, but not acknowledged. That's not enough. It has to be. Then leave. Get out. He looked at me, at Lila, and left. That was the last time I saw him for 6 months. I went back to work, raised Lila alone. It was hard, but we managed. Then one night, someone knocked on my door. Not Jae-sung. A woman. Korean. Elegant. Cold. Nia Carter? Yes? I'm Sunhee, Jae-sung's mother. Oh, what do you want? To talk about your daughter. She's not for sale. I'm not here to buy her. I'm here to warn you. That got my attention. About what? May I come in? I let her in. Against my better judgment, she looked at Lila, smiled. It wasn't warm. She has his eyes. I know. And his mark. I froze. What mark? The birthmark. On her left shoulder blade. I'd seen it. Shaped like a crescent moon. What about it? It's the Jeon family mark. Proof of legitimate lineage. So Minji's baby doesn't have it. Everything clicked. That means your daughter is the rightful heir, not Jae-sung's future child with Minji. Does he know? Not yet. Minji doesn't either, but they will. Why are you telling me this? Because when they find out, they'll come for her. To do what? Whatever it takes to protect their position. She stood. I'm telling you this because I lost my first daughter. To this family. I won't lose another. Lila's not yours. No, but she's innocent. And that matters. She left, and I realized something. I wasn't safe anymore. Lila wasn't safe. We had to disappear. Comment below, what would you do to protect your child, and where are you listening from? I packed that night, took what we needed, cash, documents, clothes, left everything else. We went to Detroit, my cousin's place, stayed there for 3 months, changed Lila's name on paper, changed mine, became invisible. But you can't hide from people like that forever. They found us in June. Not Jae-sung's family. Someone else. His enemies. The Kang family. They knew about the mark, knew what it meant, and they wanted Lila. 2 men broke into the apartment. I was ready. Had been since we ran. I grabbed Lila, locked us in the bathroom, called 911. They broke down the door anyway. Give us the child. No. We don't want to hurt you. Then leave. One of them reached for Lila. That's when I stabbed him. Kitchen knife right in the arm. He screamed. The other one grabbed me. I fought hard, bit his hand, kicked, scratched, police sirens outside. They ran, we survived. Barely. Jae-sung showed up at the police station. I was giving my statement. Lila was with a social worker. He looked destroyed. Are you okay? No. I'm sorry. For what? Abandoning us or putting a target on our backs? Both. Bit late for sorry. He sat down. My mother told me. About the mark. And? You were right. I should have chosen you. Past tense. Interesting. Nia, where were you when men broke into my apartment? When I had to stab someone to protect our daughter? I didn't know where you were. Because I ran. Because your family made me. I know. Do you? Do you really? He looked broken. Good. What do you want me to do? I want you to fix this. How? I don't know. You're the powerful one. Figure it out. Jae-sung did something I didn't expect. He called a family meeting. Forced everyone to come. His father, his mother, Minji, the uncles, everyone. And he brought me. With Lila. What is this? His father demanded. The truth. Jae-sung pulled back Lila's shirt, showed the mark. Everyone went silent. This is my daughter, Nia's daughter, and she carries the Jeon mark. Minji's face went white. That's impossible. Check your son. He doesn't have it, does he? She didn't answer. She didn't have to. Jae-sung's father stared at Lila. Then at me. Who are you? Nobody. Nobody doesn't raise the heir. I didn't raise an heir. I raised my daughter. It's the same thing now. Not to me. He almost smiled. You're braver than I thought. I'm a mother. That's different from brave. Is it? Yes. He looked at Jae-sung. You chose well, even if you didn't know it. Then he looked at Min-ji. The engagement is off. Father, you don't carry the heir, she does. He pointed at me. She is now under family protection. I don't want your protection. Everyone stared. Excuse me, his father said. I don't want your protection. I don't want your money. I don't want any of this. What do you want? I want my daughter to be safe and free, not trapped in your world. That's not possible, she's the heir. Then I refuse it. You can't refuse blood. Watch me. I stood, picked up Lila. I'm leaving. Don't follow me. Don't contact me, we're done. Jae-sung grabbed my arm. Nia, let me go. I can't. Why not? Because I love you. I laughed, not kindly. You love me? Now? After everything? I was wrong, I was scared, I was weak. He flinched. Yeah. And now? Now I'm fighting for you. I don't need you to fight for me, I can fight for myself. I proved that when I stabbed a man to protect my daughter. When I ran, when I survived. I know you can, but I want to fight with you. Why? Because you're the strongest person I know. And I was an idiot to let you go. I didn't trust him, but I listened. What are you offering? Partnership. Of what kind? You keep Lila. You raise her how you want, but you do it with family protection. And you? I earn my way back into your life, if you'll let me. I looked at his father. What do you get out of this? An heir who was raised by someone strong enough to fight for her. You mean someone you can't control? Exactly. Why do you want that? Because this family has been controlled by fear for too long. Maybe it's time for something different. He looked at me. You're not weak, you're not scared, and you're not impressed by money or power. So? So you'll raise an heir who isn't either? I thought about it. I have conditions. Name them. Lila doesn't get involved in family business until she's 18, and even then, it's her choice. Agreed. I make all decisions about her life, education, friends, everything. Agreed. And Jae-sung stays away until he proves he's worth being her father. Jae-sung's face fell, but he nodded. How long? He asked. As long as it takes. His father smiled. You're hired. For what? Running the heir's interests until she's of age. I'm a waitress. You're a mother who fought off armed men and disappeared for months with no resources. That's more useful than most of my advisors. I don't know anything about your world. You know how to survive, that's enough. They moved us into a secure compound, not a prison, a fortress. Lila had everything. Security, tutors, comfort. I had power. Real power. Over finances. Over security. Over her future. Jae-sung kept his distance for 6 months. Sent gifts. Letters. Asking how we were. Apologizing. I didn't respond. Then one day, there was an attack. Not on Lila. On me. The Kang family. Again. This time they wanted me. Thought if they took me, Lila would be easier to control. They were wrong. 4 men came. I was ready. Jae-sung's father had trained me. Self-defense, strategy, weapons. I took down 2 before security arrived. The other 2 ran. Jae-sung showed up 30 minutes later. Panicked. Are you hurt? I'm fine. You took down 2 armed men. They weren't expecting me to fight back. Most people wouldn't. I'm not most people. I know. He looked at me. Really looked. I'm sorry I didn't see it before. See what? How strong you are, how capable, how incredible. You saw what you wanted to see. A waitress. Someone you could control. I was wrong. Yes, you were. Can I earn your trust back? I don't know. Can I try? I looked at him, at the man who abandoned me, the man who didn't fight for us. You can try. That was a year ago. Jae-sung is back in our lives, slowly, carefully. He comes to dinner twice a week, reads to Leela, helps with her bedtime routine. He's proving himself, day by day. I don't know if we'll ever be together. Honestly, I don't need us to be. I'm fine on my own, better than fine. I run Lila's inheritance, make decisions worth millions, command respect from men who used to ignore me. Not because of Jae-sung, because of me. Because I chose my child and became something more. Jae-sung rejected me when I chose my child. Thought I was weak, thought I'd break. He didn't know what I was capable of. None of them did, but they learned. The waitress from Chicago, she's gone. In her place is someone stronger, someone dangerous, someone who will burn down the world to protect her daughter. And they respect that, fear it even. Good. Let them be scared, because I'm just getting started. People ask if I regret keeping Leela. Never, not once. She didn't make me weak. She made me a warrior, a queen, a force they never saw coming. And that's the difference between us. Jae-sung's family thought power came from blood, from legacy, from fear. But real power? It comes from love, from protecting what matters, from refusing to break when the world tells you to. I chose my child, and I became unstoppable. If you've ever been underestimated and proved them wrong, subscribe now. These stories are about fighters who refuse to stay down. Comment your country below. Let me know where the warriors are listening from.